Welcome, ASUN fans, to another edition of the Lunchbox, where we take our lunch hour and talk with your favorite ASUN athletes. Joining me today on the Lunchbox is North Alabama guard Jacari Lane. Jacari, how you been?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Been great. It's great to have you on. We're excited to talk to you. I kind of wanted to start from the beginning, talk a little bit about your transition from high school to college. You're a sophomore, so hopefully, it's not too far in the past, but you're from Northern Alabama. You're from Huntsville. Was the transition from high school to college easier because, you kind of stayed in your region? I know Florence is still like an hour and a half drive. It's still fairly far from Huntsville, but is that kind of was that easier for you because you're somewhat close?
Yeah, not only easy for me, but easy for my family too, because my family is a big supporter of me. So, like you said, it's an hour and a half away, so it's kind of easy for my family to get to me. So yeah, it's been easy.
That's good to hear. Do they come to a lot of games?
Yeah, come to a lot.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. You went to Lee High School and recently had your jersey retired. What is it like being recognized in your high school with such great honor?
Man, it was amazing. Like that was always a dream of mine, just to win state and get my jersey retired. So for me to get my jersey retired under Coach Brown, which is his son Kobe Brown in the NBA, plays for the Clippers right now. So for me to have my jersey retired under Coach Brown, that means a lot.
That's awesome. Did you talk a lot with like the current guys on the team, give them a little advice?
Yeah, I always tell them, man, while you're in high school, take weight serious. I know while I was in high school, I kind of didn't take weight serious, and on this level, physicality is a big part of the game. So I just tell them I always just take weight serious.
That's awesome. Was your family able to go to that as well? And was it
Yes,
just
sir.
kind of like a family affair too?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Certainly well deserved. I'm sure they're very proud of you there at Lee High School. Um, Kind of switching it up back to UNA. You guys recorded your highest net ranking in program history this year. You're heading into conference play. It's already started this past weekend. What do you think your team has to do to keep kind of growing and finishing strong with the rest of the conference slate?
I really say just stay together, keep believing in the coaches, trusting the program, and um, like I said, just stay together.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely understand that. You guys had really impressive road wins in non-conference slate. What does it take to compete on the road in this league? You have a big game coming up against Kennesaw State on January 24th. That'll be a big road test. So what does it kind of take, to get those big wins on the road?
Every game, we know every game gonna be a dogfight, so it's gonna take unity, togetherness, and really just trusting each other, and trusting the coaching staff.
It's awesome. Totally understand that as well. I'm curious too. This past year you've taken a big leap. You're in the starting role now. What do you kind of take from going from the bench now to a starting position? What do you learn from being on the bench to now starting?
I know now, like you said, my role is kind of different. So now my voice, I gotta have a bigger voice. When I'm out there, I'm the point guard. So also I gotta be a leader on the floor, lead my guys, get together, every day ball, just get in the huddle, just having that voice out there on the court.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Um, in the off season, like where were your focuses, knowing that you're going to have to be in a bigger role this year?
Um, Actually, me and coach, he was just telling me just have a bigger voice. That was something that I like struggled with last year. Because I was a freshman, I kind of like, took a back seat in that role. So this year I was just trying to make sure I had a better voice and make sure I'm just leading my guys right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you feel like you've kind of found your voice on the court now? Then halfway through the season, you feel like you fit into that leadership role now, or is there anything else you want to kind of expand on?
Yeah, but I'm still growing in that area.
Yeah, totally. Um, what has been kind of your proudest moment so far playing for UNA? Is there a specific game or even a personal achievement that you hold dear?
Man, I had to say, when I made history with my brothers when we beat Ole Miss, beat the SEC team for the first time in school history. So I say that was my most proudest moment right there.
I like that. That was a great team win. So good to hear. Um, I want to talk a little bit about the ASUN now and a little bit back to going on the road. what is in your opinion now 1 year into the league, going into your second year, not including Flowers Hall, what is the most difficult place to play in the ASUN?
It's a couple places that I still haven't played in, but so far I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to go with FGCU for sure. That,
Really?
that place was amazing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Dunk City, yeah. I imagine that is pretty difficult. That is it. That's a good atmosphere. Not as good as Flowers Hall though. So on the lunchbox, we always play this game. It's called Red Flag, Green Flag. I'm gonna give you 3 prompts, and you're gonna have to tell me if it's a red flag, meaning something you wouldn't do, or a green flag, meaning a good thing you would do, and why you think it's a red or green flag. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Game day superstitions.
Um, I gotta take a hot shower before every game.
Yeah. So green flag for you then?
Green flag, yeah, for sure.
All right. I like it. Wearing a shooting sleeve.
Red flag. I'm
Why is
superstitious.
that?
I feel like if I wear a shoe sleeve, it's kind of doing too much because I never did that before. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's funny. I like that. Um, Screaming and one when getting fouled at the rim.
Green flag. That created a lot of momentum for me and my team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. I like it. I like it. There's mixed. We do that one with every basketball player because I'm curious, and it's pretty mixed. So I'm glad you have green flag.
yeah.
We haven't had a green flag in a while. So Demarcus Sharp said it was a green flag as well. So there you go. So that's all we got for you, Jacari. Appreciate you coming on the lunchbox.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Best of luck this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.